Hello, beauties. Welcome back to Love Yoga Coaching, where we combine the holistic practices of consciously creating the life that we want with the embodiment practices of yoga, Ayurveda, meditation, and pranayama. Today I just have so many new, beautiful gifts to share with you that I wanted to just come on for a quick sec and share some of them, because I'm super excited. I was back in the States for a little over a month for the holidays to see my family, and what I did have more access to there were things like oracle cards and some really beautiful pendulums and some singing bowls, and I was actually gifted this beautiful Zen tone drum by my mother for Christmas when I was home. So I'm going to start by playing a little bit of it, then I'm going to pull a card from, maybe I'll pull a card from one of the decks that I have. So I have Kuan Yin Oracle cards, Raven's Wand Oracle. I have this really beautiful new one that I just found, Black Moon Astrology cards from Susan Shepard that just have this gorgeous starry, university, etheric quality to the cards. And this is all the signs, and yeah, this one's kind of speaking to me, but I wanted to also introduce, maybe in an upcoming live, I'll introduce the Vedic Astrology deck by Jeffrey Armstrong, which I'm super excited to get into, because those of you that don't know, the practice of yoga comes from the Vedas. They are the oldest written texts on the subject, and the Vedas and the Upanishads, and then Patanjali's Yoga Sutras. So, yeah, I'm just going to begin playing some of these, and so beautiful. All right, I'm going to pull a Raven's Wand instead, because I really like the pictures, and I haven't grabbed her in a while. Ooh. Hello, beauty. So I'm just going to shuffle these up a little bit. And while I'm doing that, I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about some of the classes that I have coming up. I will be running I've typically run a custom self-love ritual practice, which I run privately for one-on-one so that people can get introduced to their own dominant doshas and the asana and the mentality that are really beneficial for them to, oh, this is such a cute one, I'm just gonna pull it out. It's a little farewell. So people have, I have many clients who have been through the custom self-love journey, and what they have is at the end of it they have a practice that they can do for their energies whenever they're feeling out of balance. And this is something that's very beneficial to do for an extended period of time. So I am a huge proponent of doing a sadhana or a daily practice, whether that includes asana or meditation or rituals or prayers or mantra, affirmations, journaling, whatever it includes for you. That is what you see me doing all the time on my page. I'm doing my daily sadhana. That typically for me definitely includes asana because I am a kapha and I need to get up and move my body so that I can utilize this energy that's coming in for me. Ooh, standing tall. Standing tall just popped up. And stepping away. A lot of good ones here, so I'm just going to pull these first three. And so I've decided to bring this ritual practice, this custom self-love journey, to a large group of people. So I'm now going to be offering this on Valentine's Day because it's such a self-love focus, and I like to use the holiday of Valentine's Day to give myself the most love I possibly can and to create kind of spaces and foods and gifts and spend time with myself more so than I do in other times, which is not a lot for me because I'm always spending time loving myself because this is what I do and what I love. So I'm now going to be bringing this custom self-love ritual practice, which includes an outline of all three of the Ayurvedic doshas and an assessment of which one you are, which asana is very beneficial for you, and also some to avoid that can bring you deeper into the out of balance that you experience when you're doing things against your nature or making choices that do not support your highest self. And also what foods to eat, which types of breath work, which types of meditation, how to focus your mind, to just live your life feeling the best, right? Everyone always talks about like live your best life. This is about really feeling good, feeling like you can trust yourself and your decisions, trust your own body, trust the thoughts that your mind brings up, and be able to decipher between, is this a thought that is beneficial for me to have and do I want to continue having it, or is this a thought that is bringing me into a dark space and I don't want to continue having it. This custom self-love journey also includes a year membership to my group Restore and Love Yourself with Beth. So I highly recommend that everyone who takes part in this ritual creation group practice, this will be it'll be three different classes or workshop style classes that will be at least 2 hours long, if not more. They will then be housed in my Restore and Love Yourself group. So anyone who's already in that group, please know you already are getting this course for free. So it's just my gift to you, because the people who are in my group already are my soul tribe. You have been supporting me, and I have been supporting you through this entire journey, and I have so much love and appreciation for you that this whole practice is my gift to you, so that you can allow yourself to love yourself more. And it's not that you haven't had these lessons already, these classes, this teaching, because the parts of it are things that you have done with me, perhaps, because they've been offered before and you've taken part in those classes. But it's a great way to actually also have accountability for actually doing the work. So these will be live classes, and I will talk with everyone who signs up to see when we can arrange the cohorts so that they're in times that are doable for everyone. But the three biggest things that you're getting with this beautiful, customized self-love ritual awareness is a deep dive into Ayurvedic doshas and an assessment of which one you are and what that means for you, and the balance that you possess within your internal energies, and then what to do with that energy by using my 10-step program, the 10 elements of your personal practice, how to have a simplified daily sadhana that is based on your energy and what you need. That is a JOYshop as well that I run, and is focused on following not only your intuition and what you know that you need, but it's a very specific structure based on the pranavayus, or the energy pathways of the body, which are the foundation for any yoga practice. And then you get accountability as well with this group. So you'll be showing up not only in the private Facebook group, but we will have a Telegram group that it's just a little note with the link to the class of that day or that lesson. And it's just a reminder to come back to the group, and all you have to do in the group is say, yes, no, whatever, I did it. And then within the group, you'll be able to actually share, like if you want to share your personal practice in a time lapse like I do daily on my social media, this is the space where you're welcome to, where you'll get acknowledgement and you'll be able to receive blessings and congratulations and be celebrated for what you are taking steps towards doing for yourself. So not only is it someone saying, hey, show up, I'm here, let's do this thing, but it's also a place where you can dive deeper into rewarding yourself, being accountable to this loving, compassionate space of people who are also on the same journey as you and wanting to create these very sustainable rituals for themselves, because all of our purpose is just to grow in our lives, right? We're here so that we can learn and become more and more aware of the things that we tend towards and the things that we want to build into our lives, and then do that, right? Take action. This is the part of the program that is coaching. So we're bringing awareness, acknowledging what we're actually doing, taking those steps, and then celebrating and rewarding ourselves for actually doing them with more of the same. So I'm using the private group, Restore and Love Yourself, as a reward for you just signing up for the program, right? You get all of this content. There's over 100 classes of on-demand restorative yoga classes, pranayama and meditation classes. There's an entire Yoga Nidra series from the very first Yoga Nidra class you ever take until, I think it's like 25. And then there is an entire 10 Goddess Yoga Nidra program built in. There is also a series on 5 ways to love yourself through each of the 5 love languages. So there are 25 different classes, journaling exercises, etc. There's also a 7-day self-love journal challenge in the group that you can participate in, and also use the group to hold yourself accountable. And you can also make suggestions. So if you would like to have some form of accountability, I am there in the group. I am your coach. I am a holistic coach, and I am here to make your journey easier. So you can ask me for things in the group. So it's a great way to do group coaching for a vastly reduced price than what my coaching prices are and my private yoga classes are. I'm just getting so excited thinking about it because it's so much content. It might be too overwhelming, but then I also have an overcome your overwhelm JOYshop in the group as well. So you can use the tools from that to help yourself not get too bogged down with everything that you may think that you have to do, and just do what you want to do, right? Get what you want out of the group. Create this ritual for yourself from what you know feels really good for you. What else did I want to say? Accountability, and you'll get to be in the group for free for a full year. So you get this 3 very condensed, very jam-packed full of information on the Vata, Pitta, and Kapha doshas. We get to assess which one you are, and then there's going to be specific classes. There's going to be 1 class per each dosha, so that you can use them. They're always going to be housed in the group. You can come back to them, because the benefit of doing the same practice every day is exponential. But a lot of people are stuck on, what should I do? I don't know what I should do every day. What should my practice actually look like? What specifically should I include in it? And if you're not that far along on your intuitive journey to just feel into it and go with it, this is a definite structure for you to follow, so that you can see how you feel every day. How do I feel after each time I practice this? Mind, body, spirit, emotions, and then build upon that. And just you'll see how much your life and your mind and your awareness and your consciousness just expand exponentially. It is literally amazing. Hey, Bubbas, do you mind not knocking over all the glass and all those things? Thank you. Without further ado, I'm just going to read these beautiful, oh my goodness. I'm going to read them rather quickly, but you can see this is the first one that came up. I just picked her right out of the deck. Farewell. This beautiful little girl giving a hug to this magical dragon. Aww. And then you've got all these robins, redbreasts, and sparrows, a basket of strawberries. And this beautiful arrow tail of the dragon. So I'm going to read that one in a sec. Then I'm going to read this one. So this is Standing Tall. This one jumped out of the deck at us as well. This proud witch with her own little gargoyle or griffin. And she's standing near a dragon statue, and she's looking out of perhaps her coven, her front door. You see her witch's broomstick right next to her, and the sky is like this luminescent or iridescent chartreuse yellow. And she's got a quilt on the bed, she's got a knife, she's got a moon, a crescent moon, and a star. Really lovely. So I'll read that second, and then I'm going to read Stepping Away. This beautiful dark maven. She has some leaves hanging from a band across her shoulder, and a bag probably containing a knife. She has beautiful tattoos on her face and some green bird tattoo on her neck. She's gazing over her shoulder. To the right, there's a large deer with big antlers in the background, perhaps what do you call them? I forget what they're called. Maybe an elk. Maybe it's an elk. And then she has some feathers in her hair. The front of her hair is kind of spiked up, and there's some parts that are braided. She has braids on her dress and this beautiful cape over her back. She's surrounded by moss and branches and trees. It's just this really mystical. And then she has a wand in her hand as well. So I'll be doing a wand making workshop as well in the near future for anyone who wants to partake in that. So let's read farewell first. This little girl who's, hi baby. Oh, there's a number on it. Or maybe not. Farewell. We all must let go at some time or be let go. Isabel Summers saying a sad but loving farewell to her friend, this dragon. When a relationship collapses in heartbreak, we dwell on the person we lost, not realizing that by thinking about them so intensely, we keep the pain alive, perhaps for years. Thoughts create feelings, and feelings shape our world. When thoughts turn to loss, direct them toward different matters. It will be hard at first, but with patience, escaping the prison of destructive thoughts is possible. So this brings up a really beautiful topic that has been coming up for me a lot lately, and that is where we place our thoughts. So we do have the power to direct our thoughts towards what we want in our life and towards different matters, it says. Otherwise, when we dwell in the thoughts, we create the feelings for ourselves that we're actually wanting to steer away from. So when we think about them so intensely, then we keep that old memory, those old feelings alive. And we do have the power to shift our thoughts into the things that we want, and this is exactly what breaking any habit, anything that you want to get away from, the key or the secret to breaking that habit is to focus on the things that you want that you do not have while you are partaking in that habit. So instead of focusing on the negative or the feeling of loss or missing something, it's to focus on, you really want to bite everything today, don't you, brothers? It's to focus on the things that you do want once that thing has left your energy field, your mind. I'll talk more about that. I'm going to have a JOYshop coming up, actually, also on how we focus our mind is what creates new habits within us. So, and it's not always easy, so give yourself compassion and sensitivity, right? Be tender with your heart, with your mind, with your thoughts, with your spirit, with your emotions, particularly when you are saying goodbye. So this is the standing tall, the witch gazing out of her beautiful wicker home here. As Wildwood's Coven mother, Valonia Gulfus watches over her witches from her treetop abode as she has for over 50 years. She is proud of them all, and although she is their chief, she regards herself as there to serve them. She is mindful of their needs and finds her own spirit lifted when she lifts theirs. In this way, goodness begets goodness, and Valonia's example ensures that Wildwood remains a bastion of healing and love. So, this one speaks to me very deeply, and maybe you are a healer, a teacher of some sort. So looking over your coven, when you are the mother of something that you've birthed into existence, having that pride in what you've created, and also acknowledging that this work that you are doing is for others, right? It is giving work, and we also need to always take care of ourselves and fill our own cup up and create peace and harmony within our own inner worlds, as well as what we're doing in our external worlds, so that we can remain mindful of our own needs. But also there's the really beautiful thing in this is that she finds her own spirit lifted when she lifts theirs. So for those of you who are teachers, healers, energy workers, acknowledge that when you are doing the work, this helps me a lot sometimes when I feel off my path, or I step into my very humanness, my egoic mind. I can run these old stories and these spirals down into very dark places. And what I find is that the majority of the time, what will get me out of that is to give, right? Is to share what I experience, to keep up my practice, to continue my personal practice, and to share that with someone else. There is a lot to be said for giving of yourself in order to create that feeling of love and compassion within yourself, because it is a bit self-serving to give to others. We don't only do this for others, right? It makes us feel good. Our own spirit is lifted when we lift others. So if you're feeling very low at any point, just try it on, right? What have you got to lose? You're already feeling really bad. Try giving to someone else, or thinking of some way that you can volunteer, give back. A lot of times when we incorporate others into our energy spheres that we choose, that we're choosing to give to them or give of what we have, it is an instant spirit lift, because we're really connecting with not only our own guides and spirit energies, but we're also connecting with theirs as well. Like we're like calling it in and asking for that pathway that we can help others. And so it just naturally enables us to lift our spirits a bit, because we're coming out of the very humanness that we are, right? The humanness is I need to do this for me. I need to, it's a single pointed focus on just what do I need right now to make myself, succeed or achieve or do better. And when we step outside of ourselves, and when we can be the observer of ourselves when we are helping others, we're calling in all of that spirit energy from ourselves and the collective. So this is a really beautiful one. Thanks for listening. If you're still with me, we just have one more on how funny it's right on the opposite page. The stepping away. This gorgeous, kind of dark, mysterious, tattered dress. Sorceress with her wand, with feathers hanging from her hair, and it seems like she has like almost like dreads at the back of her hair that are tied into like two pigtails, but then the front is all these it's almost like a crown in of itself. Her hair is spiked up at the front, and so she has this really lovely green cape that seems to flow out in pieces, like drapes or strips, and then she has this green band on her arm that has this flowing fabric that seems to be in like a lattice work pattern that's like an open silk. So it's just like letting this wind come into her one arm, and the other arm is holding not only the skirt of her dress to pick it up, but also her wand. So it is the first day of spring, and a very lucky witch might glimpse the great herald of the wildwood, the majestic stag. Oh, it was a stag. Sorella Carey's fleeting look is all she gets, and it is all she needs. Don't look too hard at the mechanics of wonder, or else you risk seeing right through it. A great part of magic's power comes from our need for it, not the control of it. Just as we can appreciate a bird's song best without caging it, Sorella is telling you that perhaps you are too close to something and need to step back in order to appreciate the whole. Don't look too hard at the mechanics of wonder. How appropriate that we are in this, or I am in this land of wonder, the magical kingdom of wonder of Angkor Wat here in Siem Reap. But the finer details of it, right? We often get caught up in how is this going to work, and what exactly and specifically am I going to do, and the fine-tuning of the work that we want to do in the world can sometimes put us at risk for not seeing the larger picture, right? The greater aim of what we are doing. a great part of magic's power comes from our need for it. We need magic. We need magic's power. Not the control of it. We do not need to control magic. We do not need to say, you're going to happen here, 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 and here, because this is where I need you. You know, we can get confused sometimes with intentions and setting them, and also, you know, manifesting or manifesting things into our lives. We can get so focused on, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, and this is what I'm doing. You know, this is what my ritual, my routine looks like every single day, and I do the same thing. And then we fail to leave room for the wonder, right? The magic of it all. So instead of trying to control all of the magic, I have so much magic here, it's like I'm overflowing with magic. Instead of trying to control it and, you know, rein it all in, just like the bird's song, let it free, you know, share it, begin. That's the message that I take from this. Perhaps you're too close to something and need to step back and take in the whole. So she has this look of like trepidation of the stag, but it's the majestic stag, it's the great herald of the wild wood where she lives. And so perhaps even I, looking at the cards and looking at all of the tiny little details, you know, maybe there's something that I missed in always wanting to see the finer little things, that there is a broader a broader message or mission for you. So that's all for today, and if you'd like some details on the custom self-love joy program that I'm going to be running starting on Valentine's Day, please reach out to me, send me a message, because it's an amazing value. Maybe you're wondering of the price, the magic synergy of the threes. You're getting the 3 classes that are group classes that will give you all of the answers you've been seeking about your Ayurvedic dosha. Which one is your dominant dosha? Maybe you have a secondary, maybe you're completely balanced. And then the second class will go through all of the doshas and what they mean. Sorry, that will be in the first class as well. Second class will be a specific yoga sequence for each of the doshas. And yeah, maybe each class will be 3 hours. Yeah, I think that sounds good. 3, 3, and 3. So you get 9 hours for $333, which is amazing. But then you also get to show up in the group and be held accountable. You'll also get access to the WhatsApp group for just this program specifically, so that we can hold each other and ourselves accountable to, yes, I did my practice today. Doesn't matter what it looks like, you know, what it was, what it included, just I did it. I did something for me. Because this not just this holiday, but this life is all about just doing things for you, make you feel good. How do you feel better? So we'll be sharing just a check-in. Yes, no, whatever. I did it, I didn't do it today. And then within my private Facebook group, which you get access to for the full year, you're basically getting the whole group for free. It's like a total 2 for 1. In the group, you have restorative yoga nidra, self-love classes, the 7-day self-love journal challenge, the 10 elements of your personal practice, which you're also going to be getting in the 3 hours of this program. And then you'll also be getting a place to hold yourself accountable. So within the group, you can say things like, I did this for my practice today, but I want to do something different, or I felt this way, what should I do? Or I'm high kapha, but I have a little bit more pitta energy, or I'm mostly vata, but then I have a bit of kapha energy, or I'm all kapha, I'm totally 100% kapha, what should I do? Or this is what I did today. You take a time lapse of your own practice and you post it to the group and like, check it out, look what I did. This is awesome. You can also share things that you're working on in the group. You know, we can work to help one another and to support and inspire and enable each other to grow. You get your private self-love, holistic conscious creation coach in the group. It's a group coaching. I really love these. Please don't nibble them. Also get the Restore and Love Yourself with Beth private Facebook group for a full year, which is getting a 2 for 1. You get my custom self-love ritual practice, which is typically Actually only 8 hours of customized work, but now you'll be getting 9 hours of the program in a group session, so that you'll be able to connect with other people and feed off the energy that people are having. You'll get to know what asanas are really good for you, which ones that it's okay for you not to ever do or to avoid. This is a big thing that people have a lot of trouble with, is just letting something go, right? Just let go of handstands if you are really, I mean, handstands are not great if you're high vata. That's a really good example. Because it brings all of your energy into your crown, and that's where your energy already exists. So you have all of this air, ether energy, and you're moving a lot, and you're trying to get all of your energy together. It just doesn't benefit you that much. It would benefit you more to sit in Sukhasana, or a seated spinal twist. Then you get the 10 elements of your personal practice, my JOYshop on how to incorporate all the prana values, the energy pathways of really what yoga is all about. It's moving the energy and shifting it within your body so that you can breathe naturally through all of your chakras in every breath that you take. You get to learn Agni Raj breath. You get to learn a really special Kapalabhati that I've designed and created. I'm just throwing in a whole bunch of stuff now because, I mean, really, ask me what you want and I'll give it to you, because that's the energy that I'm feeling into today. It doesn't really matter all these little details. What matters to me is that you get what you need, what you came for. So if you're interested in your Ayurvedic dosha, what practice you should do, if you're always wondering, like, what should I do every single day? I want like the perfect practice for me. This is the course for you. This is what this is. It's learning how to practice yoga for yourself, very specifically, according to your energy. And we'll work a little bit of intuition in there, of course. And then you have the support of the group behind you for the full year. So this is a three session program, but you have the support for the whole year. I'm also going to open it up for payment plans. Paying all at once is definitely the best option for you, but if you want a payment plan, I'm game. You can do that too. Totally fine with it. And everyone who's already in Restore and Love Yourself with Beth gets this whole program for free. So you're already signed up. If you want to enroll and join us live during the sessions to have that bit of accountability for you, you get that too. So that's all here for you as well. If any of this sounds good to you, please reach out to me. If there's like a part of it that sounds good to you, reach out to me for that too. If you have any questions, reach out. Just send me a message. And yeah, I hope you have a beautiful day. And I can't wait to come back and share more of this beautiful Vedic astrology deck. More of my Kuan Yin Oracle deck that I got from my beautiful friend Ellie. My Kuan Yins are, a lot of the cards I've done readings in my restorative classes in Restore and Love Yourself with Beth, so you can find them there if you're curious. I'll dive into this Black Moon astrology card, and I didn't bring it with me up into this, my little palace in the sky, but I also have a Dancer Black Tarot magic deck that I cannot wait to dive into, so I'm going to do a little bit of that today too. So just sending lots of love from me to you wherever you are in the world, and I can't wait to see you on Valentine's Day so we can all just dive into loving ourselves massively. Be well, be your true self, speak your truth, connect with your guides, your angels, your inner goddess. You are your own guru. You have everything you need inside of you. All you have to do is tap into it. Begin to go within. Begin to go within. Maybe I'll coin another program called that. It just comes from love. You are love. You're made from love. You'll return to love. I love you. But it is essential. It is not just more important. It is essential to you, what you need to give to this world, that you love you. So let's learn how to love ourselves even more. Even more this Valentine's Day. Yeah, I'll see you soon, beauties. Thank you so much for being here. Love you.